things. Where's Ben? Ben, come on up and join me this morning. Everybody give it up for Ben. There you go. All right, Ben. How you doing, man? Good. Good. And you're going to see, Ben's here, but we're going to show you a big screen shot, okay? So what we want to see is, you're good, Ben. You're good. You've seen these. All right, so you got Ben on the left. All right? That was almost a year ago today. Almost a year ago today, when Ben came here, Ben was 5'1", in his football uniform, he's 5'1". He weighed about 196 pounds. So, you were like a football coach's dream for offensive line. I mean, he was a dream for offensive line. But now, check this out. Ben, a year later, 5'4", weighs 117 pounds. In a year's time, Ben shaved off 79 pounds of weight. All right, Ben, so we're going to do a little interview here, okay? And so, Ben, one thing I want to know is I'm looking up there, and you made quite a drastic change. I don't think there are many of us here who could say we've shaved 79 pounds off in less than a year's time. So you've done something that very few of us we've never done. So from going before to after, like what was the hardest thing, physically, what was the hardest thing you had to get from point A to point B?
Well, portion size and exercise were the key, what my dad and I said. Just watching what we ate and getting a lot of physical activity. And staying true to a healthy diet, like I said, watching what I eat.
Yeah.
And it was really hard.
So you got some portion size, exercise, you got staying true to your diet. And then, I mean, you shaved 79 pounds off. So what about exercise?
Yeah.
Some exercise adjustments in your life?
A lot of sports and activities in school.
Earlier I said like celebrities, like they did something unique for their exercise. Anything unique that you did in your exercise program that you might want to share?
Yeah, I wore like ankle weights every day, and I would run around like the block up and down my street. And like what I did was wrestling, and wrestling was a lot of physical.
Yeah.
So.
Remember we were talking the other day, and I was like trying to get an idea of how this transformation occurred. And you said that even like on Saturdays, you would just like put on ankle weights as you walk around the house and go around the house. Just get some ankle weights. Mm-hmm. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, so that was a great little thing that you did there. And you said portion size and exercise, stay true to your diet. So, like, what were some of the new foods that you ate in your diet? Like, what were new things you started eating?
Well, I used to eat like burgers, like real thick, greasy burgers, and we
like cheeseburgers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
like
switched,
one or two? How many would you eat?
Probably two or more.
Two or more. Yeah. 2 or more cheeseburgers. Okay. All right.
And we switched to just like having one turkey burger, and that's all like protein and like no fat.
All right. So turkey burgers. So to get from there to there, you had to change your diet. No more cheeseburgers. 2 or more. All right. Anything else you had to give up to get to that point? Another favorite food you might have loved?
Yeah, there was a lot of pizza.
Pizza.
And we would have it a lot. And we switched to having it occasionally, and I would have one piece.
One piece. Mm-hmm. One piece is new Ben. What was old Ben?
Whole pizza.
Whole pizza. Whole pizza. It's quite a change. Quite a change. So this before and after, I mean, it really does tell a story of a year of you using a lot of physical and dietary discipline, doesn't it?
Yes.
I mean, and now that you're at this point, you've got to feel better about yourself.
Yes.
You've got to be quite stronger.
Yeah.
And you've got to be a lot faster.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you like the new you.
Very much.
I mean, 117 works for you more than 196 did.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot, right? And so how committed are you to getting stronger? I mean, is this good enough for you? Or do you have...
No, I still have a lot of goals to reach.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always a constant thing. You want to keep getting stronger.
Okay.
That's all it is.
That's awesome. You know, Ben, this is the obvious. The physicals, I mean, right? Isn't that quite obvious, the physical? And looking at this young guy this morning, the physical is just obvious. But in the physical is the outer. There's a lot of outer there. But I don't want to sell your story short. I don't want to just give a 50% transformational story here. I mean, there's some inner transformation that went on in your life too this past year. I mean, something really started changing in your heart, right?
Yes.
And on the inside. And there's been a spiritual transformation over the last year for you. And I was wondering, coming, from that physical and spiritual, spiritually, what was the key moment, or what was the realization, or spiritually for you, what's been your 360 over this past year that's changed your heart and changed your spirit this year spiritually?
Well, once I started losing weight, I realized that not only was my dad helping me and a bunch of people from school and a bunch of friends and relatives helping me, but God was helping me. And I realized that, and it really just started me thinking about, wow, maybe he really is caring about me and thinking about me nonstop.
So a big, transformation of your heart was this understanding that God was for you. He was with you. He wanted the best for you too. And he was even helping you along with other people too.
Yes.
And it had to change your relationship with God.
Yes.
And it had to increase your trust with him.
Yeah, trust was a big factor.
Trust was a big factor. Trust with you and God. And so trusting God more has been a big factor in your transformation of the heart and being a Christian young man.
Yes.
Yep. And so one thing we want to talk about today, one thing we're going to talk about as a big group is we're going to talk about spiritual exercises today. What are some spiritual exercises that we need to start incorporating in our lives so that we can become strong and have a good heart with Jesus Christ? And so what have been some spiritual exercises this past year that have helped account for your transformation?
Well, I was raised Catholic, so I just had prayers that were all the same words, and I just repeated them, not knowing what they meant. And now my prayers are heartfelt and sincere and reflective and almost conversational with God. I'm in many church activities such as choir, bells, youth cafe, FNL, confirmation. I do things for the community, such as like puppy love, which is another thing from the church. And I speak the truth. I used to not speak the truth very much, and speaking the truth is definitely helping me a lot.
Wow. So worship, discipleship, serving others. And you got a pretty cool dog too, don't you? Then you got Roscoe the dog. Roscoe is a rescue dog that you do puppy love with now.
Yes.
That's really cool. And so you do those things in your prayer life. Prayer has become a spiritual exercise for you now. It's not just a routine, matter-of-fact thing. It's very heartfelt and real. Well, listen, Ben. Without saying, you're a 7th grader at Derby. Oh, no. I'm sorry about that. Wrong. Go ahead. Tell them your middle school.
Bloomfield Hills Middle School.
Bloomfield Hills. Sorry about that. But listen, you're inspiring to all of us. We appreciate you coming up here and telling us truth. So I got you a little gift. I went to Dunham's sports store, and I was thinking about your testimony day and just coming up here and wanting to share the truth with us. And I thought a shirt that really typifies you and what it is, just do it. So Ben, all of us, we want to thank you for just doing it, man. Thank you so much.